Good evening, everybody. Just a quick update. Bernice posted in the WhatsApp group a few people that were added today. Gail D1, Monique N1. That was from $100 contribution from Andres and Ilona. Thank you for that. Every $100 is one step closer to moving another legend to silver, and as we get them through to silver, obviously to gold, and that's how we move everybody through. And those leading profiles will then keep on sponsoring in. Sponsoring, just to remind you quickly, every $100 board, every bronze board, you sponsor $300 in. So you're going to be asked to confirm 3 gifters. On the perpetual board, you're going to receive basically that amount of gifts, and then you will then transfer it to the account, and Bernice will give the legend for the new people that we sponsor in. On the silver board, it's $600, very easy. One position for yourself. On the bronze board, which Bernice will allocate, and then the other $500 to the account, which she will then give the legend for those boards. Once we start sponsoring in from a silver, it's fast. That's 5 positions. So that is the 5 positions that we need on a board, that the legend needs to go to the silver and the next perpetual, or the first perpetual board. Very easy system. We help each other, and once you start receiving, you give some of that back. We asked some profiles, Bernice, Saret, Helen, and myself, who's going to sponsor user month in future, not only from the lineage that we've got here, but also from other boards. Bernice, do you want me to tell the people about working together with one of the other lineages?
Yes, Stefan, you can.
Okay. I had a discussion with Bernice. I think we started yesterday with that. Basically, what we're going to do, the leading profiles, or once you start receiving on your second silver and gold, even on your perpetual bronze, we're going to guide you to take positions on Dream Eagles. We didn't work much on there yet, but we structured it very, very carefully so that there's a huge amount of sponsor profiles. So you will be contacted and asked if you're interested. Then we're going to load you on there. What happens then, the sponsor profiles will start receiving gifts there. And then we take that, I think there's 11 in a row directly after each other. We take that gifts received there. So that will be 300 on the first bronze. On the second bronze, 700 on the silver board, 1,200 on the first one, and 2,800 on the second one. That will move back to new beginnings. Still, we got all 256 people with their 16 profiles, gives us 4,096. And at that stage, we will decide, are we going to take more new people in, or are we going to take more profiles? Gift of legacy, one big factor that's essential for the survival is new people, but we want to build a base first of 256 people, and then we'll start working on the others. Nothing major happened apart from the few people that were loaded. Anybody that needs access viewing rights on the file, please ask Bernice to add you. You need to send her your Gmail address so she can add you, and then you can have a look at the file. If you want to know what is where on the file, which tabs, you can contact me and I'll explain to you how it works. Bernice, we may have to hide a few columns so that what is necessary for the people to see is open. If we work on some of the other sheets, we can just open it for that little while that we work on it. There is some of the files with very interesting information on. Then just remember we've got 2 groups, one on WhatsApp and one on Telegram, for the people that prefer Telegram. And the English Zoom call changed back to Tuesdays from next week, and then I'll schedule 20 of them. You can use the same link every week and then join the English call. I think that covers everything. We are not going very fast at this stage, but myself has been working with Seeds of Love, Andrew Lomax. We loaded more than 350 profiles in the last 7 to 8 days for Seeds of Love on the Submarine. Submarine Seeds of Love profiles is also going to sponsor back into New Beginnings. We're working, Andrew understands how it works. We work on all the lineages at the same time. We even started working on one of his old boards this afternoon. Bobby, I see you on. Please send yourself to links. We need to get the right-hand side confirmed so you can go to guide there. All those boards, even the old boards that we work on them very carefully so that it can be used partly for our own survival and abundance, and mostly for some of us to assist a lot of other people to get on the boards. I had a question this afternoon regarding a gold board. Is it worthwhile to work on it? The guide position belongs to the people that cast me. I said yes, because there's more than one lineage flowing to that board. If you can put 3 through now and 1 from the lineage come through, the board spins, move to legend, and then 1 lineage plus your own lineage work together to the same board. If we can have more than 1 lineage on the same board, it works magically. I've got a silver, it's a bronze board, where my migrated profile is sitting 1 Dream Track profile, 1 Dream Cruise profile, 1 Caravan profile, 1 Eagle profile, and 1 of DCP's profiles. They all landed on the same board. So that is 6 lineages flowing to the same board. If the boards flow together, it's going to go faster. All right, that's all from my side. Any questions? Bobby, you must have a question for me. You refuse to talk to me because you're on holiday. Oh, Bobby is not with his phone, with his computer. There he's going now. Hello, Bobby.
I'm here, Stefan. Hi, Stefan. No, I'm very excited about the different avenues we're taking, the different opportunities that we're following. I think if we can make it flow so that the people see that there's some momentum, I think that'll be great for everybody. So thank you for that.
Yeah, that will be good. Bernice, I want to mention the other work that we did in the last few days. Are you happy with that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Very important to remember how the lineages work together. The Hartstal, who was originally Afrikaans group, came to a standstill for various reasons, but the main reason was because Bernice was not involved anymore. That happened in August. She then decided recently, I can't remember how many days ago, to go see what is going on the boards. Now, Hartstal and New Beginnings follows the same original inviter. That's very important to remember. There's 2 links that went to New Beginnings and 2 links that went to Hartstal. So both flows into the same profile. I'll come to that just now, what the benefit of that is. Bernice then found a lot of boards on Hartstal with gifters short. She then individually, not gifters, builders, sorry. She then individually contacted the legends and made agreements. If it's a builder 1 or a builder 3, that we get a link out and confirm and trickle up. And if it's builder 2 or builder 4, the legend sacrifice 1 gift, because we then need to load 3 people to do a trickle up. Sorry, he's actually going to sacrifice 2 gifts. But that means his board is ready to be worked on. She then asked me what profiles are going to sit in there. I said, well, I've got a list. I'll work through the list and contact people and get links out to them, people that I know that's been working on the boards for a very long time. We then also loaded sponsor profiles, I think 38 of them. A lot of people got emotionally upset and wanted to take their clothes off, because the first thing that they see is the same domain address on the emails. People, I've got gravy.co.za and I've got stefanrood.co.za. with huge amount of emails on. Currently, I'm using Gravy because there's less emails on there. On New Beginnings, all your email addresses is at gravy.co.za. I create email addresses for Bernice and she uses them to register for you. So a lot of people then wanted to know about the domain address and why sponsor profiles and are they going to sponsor. I don't have to explain anything. I think there's a lot of enough people on here who can vouch. Bobby, Festina, Jocelyn, Rocky, Zelda, Andries, who can vouch that we do sponsor in. On the other lineages, we've got sponsor profiles right on the startup board, and we've been sponsoring huge amount of people in. Apart from that, some of us took profiles to keep the flow of the lineage going. It's important to remember that. Now let's go back to the original inviter. 2 profiles went to New Beginnings, or 2 links, and 2 went to Artstyle. Artstyle obviously started a little bit earlier. That profile, personally, Bernice, I'm not going to ask you what the amount is that you sponsored into Gift of Legacy already at this stage, but I know it's a huge, huge amount. And both lineages flowing to that same profile means as it goes higher, more gifts will be available to sponsor more people in. A lot of people said, I'm mad to tell people the amount of profiles that's needed to work into a cycle of continuous abundance. But that is, I advise anybody that sits in a private conversation with me how many profiles is needed to, after a few years, get to a position where you constantly on a monthly basis receive gifts. It's very easy to work it out. That is for the bare minimum, for the basics. A lot of people tell me they need 16,000 rands a month to survive, which is roughly $1,000 for the Americans. I got expenses of maybe 5,000 a month. It depends on your own situation. But you can, with enough profiles, create a continuous flow of gifts that you receive. And your cup eventually will get so full then that you can start spilling over to other people. Somebody may be sitting with 1 profile and they're working hard, they got their people in, but they need the gifts for their daily survival that they receive and they can't afford another profile. Then we sponsor them in from those leading profiles. Not any one of us is scared to work on a board and to sponsor people in. We loaded a board today where the gifter moved up to guide immediately. We had 3 links on that side of the board. The board on the right hand side was empty. 1 person took 2, and we gave another one to a close friend of him. So 1 profile moved up to guide and 2 to builders. They are going to work that side of the board. Maybe not immediately, because they are looking after a lot of profiles and assisting a lot of people. But they will get to that board and they're going to finish it. And that is how we work. We help people, we guide them. I'm not going to rescue you, but we do give you the tools to rescue yourself. If I can teach you how Gift of Legacy works, how the boards work, and supply you with that first $100 gift or sponsor you in, then I've given you the tools. After that, you do your own work. You carry on working. That's how easy it is. So that's how those 2 lineages work together. Now, a lot of people got all haywire, but I think the group is, there was a little bit another upset about deleted profiles. People, if the profile is deleted, is because you did not log in 30-day period. On 23 days, you get your first mail, a 7-day warning mail. And then on 48 hours, you get another mail to warn you you've got 2 days. Then you can't reactivate yourself, but you're still on the board after 30 days of not logging in. But then the legend will have to reactivate you. You still got another day or 2, maybe a little bit more than that, where the legend can still reactivate you. So I'm going to tell it straight like it is. If your profile gets deleted, it's your own stupidity of not logging in. We've got people here with huge amount of profiles. I've got currently 6 people who each check a few profiles for me. Yuri got time, he checks 606 profiles once every 3 weeks. I've got other people on 200. That's not only my own profiles, that's the charities and the NPOs that I'm assisting with. I see even some other people who I know because of work finds it difficult to get, and they may forget. So we're checking their profiles for them as well. And I've got other people checking 100 profiles each. I'm going to add more and more there. But myself, on every single profile that is on my list, my own personal profiles, which is a huge amount, all the NPO profiles, all the charity profiles, all the profiles I assist other people with, I log in once every 21 days. I personally go to the board, I leave a message, I type out the date, and I go update the file. If there's any moves on the board, I update the file. If for any reason I open a board before the 21 days, I immediately go update the file and enter a new date that I checked it today. 3-4 times a day, I sort the file so that the oldest date is always at the top, and that's the first few profiles that I check in the mornings. Some days I check 10, some days 20, some days 100. I work through them. If there's any changes on the profiles for the people that I manage, I inform them you moved up from builder to guide, or whatever the situation is, or you move to legend. We are very soon going to receive gifts for you. That is how we operate. So if you've got 3-4 profiles or 16 or some people 32, don't tell me you can't log into all of them. Space them. It's 1 a day or 2 a day. It's not that difficult. It's basically your own laziness and stupidity. I understand people get busy, but then make a plan, get other people to check. Ask other people to assist. Christina check profiles currently for the Infinity people that we're managing as well. She's checking Auxilio profiles. She's guardian of a few profiles that said we can take it over for Auxilio until we can more easily change personal details. She's checking those profiles as well. And once in a while they get red, but it's still within the 30 days. So once he logs in, she can reactivate. It's not that it's not active, it's still on the board. You just go click reactivate. Very easy to do that. Right, that's all the shouting I want to do today. Any questions at this stage?
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Emma.
Hello. Are you well? Yeah.
I'm
I
good.
want to know from Bernice and from you, with new beginnings, do we need to check those boards 3 weekly as well?
Yes, it's your profile. It's
And
your
you check it.
profile. You check
But
it, you're responsible for it.
do I just write the date in the chat box?
Yes, yes.
Because I open mine absolutely daily. I haven't got many, but I open it daily because I'm interested. But I'm not always sure whether I need to put something in the chat box.
All I type, depending on what type of profile it is, if my own, I type in, like today's a 28, I type in 28 space DEC space 22. If it's a charity or a foundation profile or NPO profile, I type 28/12/22.
Okay.
If it's another person's profile that I assist with, that I log in for, I'll type in the full month. So it will be 28 December 22. So if I've got a profile on a board for myself and one for a person that I'm assisting with, I will post both. I'll log into both. And the dates you can see that my own profile, people will get used to how you post. People that's checking the boards for me, Yuri don't go to the board chat because he's got 606 or 610 profiles that he's checking. I added 4 more for him this week. He doesn't type on the board chat, but I do when I log into those. The other people that checks say hi and type in the date. That's fine, but it's not necessary to say hi. If you just type in the date. I found somebody who typed in the time as well, time of the day, the date and the time. Whatever way, just type something there so that there's record, but preferably the date as well, so that because that date sequence, if you log in now and you make a comment, if you log in a week later, it's going to tell you it's a month ago.
Yeah.
That's not what GL used to decide if you didn't log in, but it is proof for yourself. If you typed out the date, then you've got proof that you entered the date on the day that you logged in.
Right. Now, with your differentiation of typing in DEC or December full out or the date or slash is because you differentiate between the boards that you look at. Your personal.
Yes.
Okay, lovely. Thank you very much. That's helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Everybody fully aware of what's going on currently in Gift of Legacy. Oh, there's big surprises coming next year. I'm not allowed to say one single word, but there's definitely good surprises coming.
Okay. I'm not fully aware what goes on in the big GL. I can see I've got one board, what I call my American board, no legend. Yeah, and so on.
Just leave it like that. Compression is carrying on. You will be moved to another board.
Yeah, okay.
I was moved to one of my profiles from guide position. There was no legend. 2 days ago from guide position to builder position on another board. And holy camole, I landed right onto a board with a very strong lineage. There was one opening. I landed right on a board with a very strong lineage. Say thank you. I like that.
Okay. Lovely.
Good. All right, if there's no other questions, then I'm finished for tonight. Next call is Thursday night, which is tomorrow, the motivational call. Andrew is still not presenting till the 12th of January. He's still supposed to have holiday on the beach, but he's loading profiles in the meantime. So he works up to 2 o'clock at night to load profiles and to get them confirmed and sorted. So that is concerning the motivational calls, and then my general call on Saturday. Denise, I see you unmuted. Do you want to say something?
No.
Hoe kom nie? Sê ietsie vir
Omdat-
ons.
Omdat ek die spokesperson is, want ek praat harder as Denise en ek skree meer. I'm shouting
Okay.
more. I'm
Right.
shouting more. That's why I'm here, so that I can do the shouting. Then Denise don't have to shout because she doesn't like shouting. Shouting is not required. She's a very soft-hearted person. There's no reason for her to shout.
Yes,
She gets
I hear.
emotionally upset because people do stupid things and make stupid comments, and she calls me and shout at me, but she will not shout at other people. She made a very wonderful voice note yesterday in one of the groups when people started misbehaving very calmly. Before that, she shouted at me. That's why I'm here for, to take the stress away. Easy as that. Right, let's unmute and shout bye-bye. Rocky, I want to hear your voice first for bye-bye, because you always wait till last. I don't know why.
Bye-bye. Get it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Rocky.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.